Hey everybody, this is the Florida Golden Girl. Today's travel adventure takes me back into the town of Oviedo, Florida. Today, folks, we're going to be looking at a historic cemetery. Today's travel adventure takes us to Boston Cemetery, owned and operated by the Antioch MB Church near Boston Cemetery Road. So this is a very nicely laid out cemetery. It's open. As you can see, at one time this was supposedly a very hard to find cemetery, but because the greedy property developers are tearing everything down, now this is more of an open cemetery, and it makes it much easier for those that have loved ones here to have better access. So let's take a look and see what we've got today. Hope everyone's having a good day. I am. I don't have my sidekick with me today. It's kind of nice and breezy out, so I want to take advantage and do as much as I can within this time that the weather's good. Many above ground graves, folks. Now, these are rare to see a Korean veteran, but he died in 2010, Mr. Theodore Bell. And then there's lots of other members of the Bell family here. You have Ollie Bell Davis. I had an aunt whose name was Ollie, so that's very rare to see somebody else with that name. And then her son Oscar. I like that name. It's a very cool name. And then you have this gentleman here. He died in 2022. So I'm looking for the older graves. I go back over here, and naturally, as I mentioned, you can pick out the stones, the headstones of those that were military veterans, because it's the color of the marble used. They use a specific type of tombstone. And so he was a Civil War vet. So his name was Alfred Boston. He was from Florida. He was a private with 1st CL 10th Cav, and he died in 1940. But he was a Confederate veteran. How can I tell? Because of the company he was in. That's not a World War I or a World War II type of, unit. So his unit designation gives him away. And that's fine. So I go over here, and here's another gentleman who was a Civil War vet, and his name was Glasgow Robinson. He was born in 1857, died in 1926. He was 69 years old, and he died. He was gone home. And then you have this. Alfred White died in was a Vietnam vet, and died in 1976. I'm going to go grab my car. So here's Donald Keith Jackson, aka DJ, and this gentleman died in 2020. I don't really know the area very well. So I think, you know, having my car nearby is a, see how the Reverend Smith is a much safer option. Oh. Ooh, crap, that's loud. Okay, let's tour. Just so you can see that there's lots of above ground graves here. You have a Army veterans. We have a few. There's really nothing fancy about this cemetery. There's really, I spot an older marker right over there, and we'll go and check that out. There's 3 of them, so that tells me they're getting ready to hold some burials. Not that anybody's gonna be ripping off any vaults. We got a nosy person over there watching to see what I'm doing. So I spotted an older marker over here, and I want to quickly hit it. You got Henry Dean, and he was a World War I veteran. And then this isn't a real, it just looks that way. And this is Memorial Perkins, died in 1960. You got James Jones. He was 54 when he died. He says, "Nothing between my Savior and I." I don't know what KFP means. And then I don't think there's really any. Mildred Davis died in 1955. There's not really any super old graves. I think the oldest one we found was like 1926. And then David Hayes, he died in 1941. And then, let's see. Lots of above ground graves. We have one here. Lucille Allen, she was a baby. This is the earliest one. She was 5 months old. And then you have a couple of veterans here. You have Paris Tossi, died in 1980. He was a corporal, but he was not in a conflict. And then over here to the right, you have Tom Sapp, Georgia, 157th Depot Brigade. He was Civil War. Either World War I or Civil War. I would have to look that unit up. But it's amazing how even in the largest cemeteries that I will still find Civil War veterans. As I mentioned to you when I've done, so this is James Arthur C. Carter. He was World War II. And see, they're going to tell you if he was in a conflict because it says he was. So, it's interesting how, just the state of Florida just has, Civil War veterans all over the place. I can remember when I was in South Carolina. Now, this was before you had the ability to really do any filming. Here's a first Vietnam veteran, Charles Hatcher. He died in 1994. No, he's our second one here. Lots of Civil War veterans there. See him over there? But this is the cemetery in a nutshell, folks. It's part of the church. The church maintains it. It's no trash, open field. And it's just one of those regular cemeteries. You have the Reverend Stallworth. He was born in 28 and died in 1997. So, anyway, folks, I want to thank you for taking the opportunity to go with me on this journey to Boston Cemetery today. Like, subscribe, click on the notification bell to let you know when a new video will be uploaded. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. Word of mouth is how my channel grows. For visitors to just come by and pay the respects, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And spread the word. See? Thank you, folks, for stopping by. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. So long for